You want a friend.
Okay, guys, and thank you for tuning in to another hobby tip. This hobby tip, we're going to look at a way to make your green stuff last longer. I'll make it go stretch further, should I say. If you're like me and you're poor as shit, you might only have a little bit of green stuff left like this. This is a fucking pathetic amount. So really, you kind of need to conserve as much as you can. You know, obviously, if you can't, just buy more. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to quickly mix up a chunk of green stuff. Just a little bit, just a little tiny bit of green stuff. And I'm going to show you guys a way to actually get more out of it. Now, some people might think, oh, you know, this is a pathetic amount of green stuff. There's not much I can do, especially if you guys are into are into green stuff like me, in terms of augmenting and sculpting your own bits and things like that. Now, as you can see, now that that's all mixed, that's a pretty dark mix of green stuff. Now what you can do, you can add certain things to green stuff, and today we're going to be adding blue tack, which is a really simple thing, and I don't know why I never thought of this before. Essentially, blue tack, it has almost the same properties as green stuff. Obviously it doesn't dry hard, it has the same kind of malleability, it's the same kind of consistency, not quite as sticky as green stuff, which is a good thing, because it means it's not going to make it as sticky when we add it too. Now, we're not going to add this whole thing, because that would be silly, because then we'd end up with stretchy green stuff, which is not what we want. We're just going to add a little ball of blue tack. I'll zoom in a little bit so you guys can see it in the mixing process. Just going to add this little ball of blue tack to the green stuff. Now, as far as I'm aware, this produces no toxic chemicals or anything during the curing process. All it simply does is allow you to use more green stuff, really, because it will dry quite hard. Now, one thing, if you do this, I need to crack my fingers. Oh yes. Oh, that's the shit, that is. It does take a lot longer to mix than just regular green stuff. Now, as you can see here, it's gone a very, very pale shade of green, almost bordering on white, actually. Now, what you might want to do, you might want to play around with the mix so you get it just right, so you know exactly how much to add to it. But, there we go. It does become quite tough to roll about in your hands. That's because obviously the green stuff has been added. Now, when you do it, you'll have a slight bit of stretch to the green stuff. Now, what this allows you to do, this allows you to, just basically get more bang for your buck. But when it dries, when it cures, it looks like this. If I can make the camera focus. There you go. So it dries slightly paler, but you also get a much more flexible piece of green stuff. This would be perfect for making tubes or wires or even rope. Like I said, just flexible bits. All I'm using this for really at the moment is I'm just chopping it all up and turning it into rivets for the stomper conversion. But yeah, guys, so that's a little hobby tip. Sorry it's a bit longer than usual. That's how to make more out of your green stuff by adding things to it. So see you guys in the next hobby tip, or Enter the Wolf time. See you guys again. Goodbye.